This is Linda, the Care Optimize team, and our team consists of Marla, myself, Linda, Joel, and Crystal. And with El Rio's internal team, training team, we have Sherry, Angie, Lydia, Julia, Andrea, and Kyla. Today I'm going to bring you a presentation on the My Custom Plan. So when you think of My Plan, what I want you to think about is treatment by diagnosis. I've completed my assessments. I haven't completed my assessments. I'm going to go ahead and throw some assessments in the system. So these are my diagnoses we encounter. A lot of there, save and close. Now I'm going to go into my, it says my plan, it's My Custom Plan, but when I click on it, if I look up top, it'll say My Custom Plan. So you're in the right place. You can also tell by all of the radio buttons over here. We have a diagnosis selection. When I select my diagnosis, that's going to pop ordering diagnosis group and order set. To be able to complete an order set, you're going to need to have an ordering assessment, a diagnosis group, and an order set. One of these three greens, that means go ahead, you're ready to go. Okay, that means there's a diagnosis group and there's an order set already complete in the system. So let's show you what's happened if somebody else has come in and created an order set. So my diagnosis, allergic rhinitis unspecified. If I simply come down now and go to order sets, somebody has come in and they've added all the labs, diagnostics, instructions, office labs, what have you, that would go into possibly ordering for your allergitis. So I can look at all of these here. Now, if this was complete, if this is everything I want to order for this visit, I can say Add All. I click All, I move my screen up a little bit, and I can place that order. So with two buttons, I go ahead and I can place all of these orders at the same time. Okay? So that's what an order set is going to do for you. Now, let's say you have all of these, but you're not going to order all of these today. The other option you have is to go to order sets, and you come in and pick the ones and add them individually. So when I'm actually adding these, I'm adding them to a pending holding tank down here. We'll get the order, and we'll do the allergies, and we'll do a follow-up. Okay, those make up my order set for this visit. I'm going to place those and place the order. Okay, don't worry about the order. So basically, treatment by diagnosis. I select my diagnosis. I want everything to pop up that I could possibly order for this diagnosis. I'm either going to submit them all, add all, or I'm going to add them individually for this encounter, the things that I want to add. Now, because the instruction and other things are done by another provider, you may want to come in and start to build your own order sets. There is information here. You don't want to start from scratch, but if you want to know that it's the way that you set it up, what you're going to do is you're going to click on a diagnosis. And it's going into the order set. You're going to start with orders. So it shows me some typical ones that might be ordered for acquired hypothyroidism. So I might pick one of these from here, one or two of these, and I'm going to want this in one day, and I'm going to add that. Maybe I want to do the TSH one day and add that. We'll put in there and say add. So they add them down to the pending, and then I might want to go, I don't see all the labs that I would add, so I might want to go to the show all, and I could scroll through the show all, or I could come up here and type in what I'm searching for, and it'll find it for me. And I can go ahead and add that. So I'm just adding things here. Don't worry about what I'm putting in here because it may not be correct. Just trying to show you how the system works, okay? So I've done go to my diagnostics. Now, remember, I'm building an order set for acquired hypothyroidism. So I'm simply adding the things that I want in the system for me. Let's see if there's any instructions. There are instructions I can say, oh, and if these were appropriate, I could go ahead and add them. So what I've done is I've built my own order set. My order set is with everything down here. So this is the one that I want to use for my hypothyroidism. So what I'm going to do is simply come down and create my hypothyroid, and I can save it. So we got 1 cig a day, limit drinks. I want you to see this diazepam. It doesn't make sense. but I'm going to add it as my set. Order it with pending orders in the cart. Yes, it was saved successfully. See this now. Once you develop your own order set, if you go and come back in, I'm going to come back into my plan. I'm going to go back to that diagnosis. It knows that this is the one I built, so it's going to default the ones you build before it's going to default any others. So if I go to my order set, I'm going to see the order set that I built. And I said, that's perfect. That's exactly what I'm going to do when I have the hypothyroidism. And then I can come down, add all. So my order set, here's my perfect. I love it. Add all and place order. All of those are going to lab module, the diagnostics, and I'm going to see the instructions. So that can go in and build your own order set. Again, you highlight your diagnosis. Instead of using the order set that's in here, you're going to start by building your own. You'll start with labs. You'll go down each one of these as they are appropriate and add that information. Now, if I come in and let's say somebody started an order set, but I don't like theirs. I want to add a couple or remove a couple things. I can come in. I'll go with the hypertension this time. And I'm going to order a set that's already in here. It's only got lab TSH. That's not an order set. So what I can do, instead of building from scratch, I can leave that there. And now I'm going to go in and order all of the different labs and everything that I want. So I'm going to show all. I'm going to add the labs that I want to be available in this order set. Please disregard anything I'm picking. I'm just trying to give you an idea of what this is going to be like. I'm going to go to my diagnostics, and I'm going to show all, and I'm going to scroll down. You can type in here so that you have, you can easily different areas. So I'm going to do renal. I'm going to pick up some information here. Again, not make sense to you. I'm just trying to get it into the system. I add that. I look for a couple more diagnostics. And then I could go to my instructions. So this is how you build an order set. I could add instructions by typing in here. I want my instructions to be follow a low sodium diet. I can add that. And I could go to referrals. I could add a follow-up. That creates my order set here, and it includes the one that was from the other set. All I have to do is rename it. Whoops. In the area there. Let me come down a little further. And I'm going to create the new order set, and I'm going to say HTN. Sorry, I didn't get green there very well. HT, and I save that order set. Okay. Got a little error there, but it was added. What I've done is I've taken an order set that was already in the system, added some of my information to make it a little bit more robust, and now when I go back in my plan and the essential hypertension, if I go to the order set, I got configuration error and that did not add. Let me try it one more time. I think we might have gotten disconnected. Order set, it's got lab orders, that TSH. I want to add more to it. I'll go to lab orders, show all. Add a couple things just so you get the idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here. There, add, go to some diagnostics, let all. Diagnostics, add the information I want here and add. I can go down to the instructions. I'll show all, and I'm going to add some instructions for the order set. If I'm lucky this time, I'm going to scroll down a little bit to where I can save this order set. My HTN, and save it, add the new order. It was added successfully, so I think this time it actually might have gone in. So once you close out, go back to your plan, go back to that same diagnostic test. Now I should be at my order set. So everything that I added in here to make this my order set is now here. So you can come in and you can use others' order sets. You can modify order sets. You can create your own order set. If you have an order set that you built and you remove things, you can simply come down. Remember, anytime you want to remove something, you're going to remove them. You're going to rename that set. So now it's still going to be my HT, but I removed some things from that my HTN. Right, the wrong field there. So I'm going to name it my HTN. It'll come in without the without the two that I just removed. Up here, we have information on lab vendor, radiology vendor. If you don't know the lab vendor or the radiology, you're not going to populate that. Okay, so stay away from that unless we know the vendors that we're going to be sending these labs to. Then access patient education. This will add it to the encounter for you. It's not going to save it in your order set. If you have that has AOE questions, if we come down here and there's a little mark like that by the AOEs, we can answer the AOE questions. So this is my custom plan, treat by diagnosis. Really what I want you to do is start with maybe your top 5 diagnoses. Come in here, look them up and see if there's an order set. If there is, need to modify that order set. If not, you're good to go. And then start going with your next top 10 diagnosis. When you get these in here, it's as simple as clicking on the order set. If you like it, if I'm ordering everything, I drop them down, I add them all, and then I place that order. Okay? I'll remove all from my pending. If I go to the order set and I don't want everything, but I'm going to pick a couple of these to add, this is what's going into today's encounter and will be ordered for this session. All I have to do is simply click place order, and I've placed all those orders. So again, this was on the My Custom Plan. Thank you for attending, and I hope that was beneficial for you.